guess she's got like a collar. Oh yeah, one of those harness things. That dog looks really thrilled. Okay. It's bright here. So I was thinking about doing a video this morning, or doing a little YouTube piece this morning about producers, and a lot, I was able to observe, be a fly on the wall in a number of sessions with, I don't know, more producers than I can count, and that's R&B, hip hop, and rock producers, or pop producers, pop rock, whatever. And the first thing that comes to mind to me is that there's a huge difference between the hip hop R&B producer and the rock producer. And I spent a lot more time around the R&B guys, and I can tell you that the striking difference to me is that being an R&B or hip hop producer means not only do you have to make a hot track or a great beat, but a big part of it is the sales pitch in the room with the artist when you're playing beats, and your part of your gig is to get them excited to work on the track you're pitching, or the beat you're pitching. Rock isn't like that. A rock producer will meet with a band, and they'll talk about all oh yeah, I've done this record, I've done that record, and I've listened to your demos or your previous records, and this is what I see for you guys. This is what I envision doing. This is how I work. It's a lot of verbal. There's that wind. A lot of verbal stuff, and this is like the backside of Kaufman Astoria, I guess. Good for photo shoots. Some good, serious industrial steel walls. That wind, let me tell you, it is not a treat right now. It is cold. And I think I underestimated how cold it was going to be. Anyway, back to the production thing, the producer pitch. So, the rock producer, much of it is based on past work. Oh, we want this guy because he did this record and he did that record. So the previous records are the sales pitch there, as opposed to now the R&B and hip hop guy doesn't hurt if he has a track record, but it's about the moment when the artist is in the room, in the studio with the producer, and they start sifting through potential tracks to work with, and there's a bit of, let's just say, theatrics that go into it. I can't really think of too many hip-hop producers that were low-key when they played a track for an artist. Easy Mo B was one. He was quite subtle, and it was, part of it was, I think, because he just knew he had good stuff, and he was an older guy usually compared to the artist. Half the time the producer is younger than the artist in hip hop, or at least it was. I'm sure it's that way now too. But now there's a whole different factor now in that artists sift through tracks on their own. This is more of Kaufman's story. It's kind of interesting. And apparently, like, some really famous stuff has been done here. This is the Frank Sinatra School of Theater, of the Arts. Tony Bennett is the founder. There's like the most photogenic restaurant I've never been in yet. Eventually I'll get over there. I'm making my way. Where am I making my way to? I don't know. I've photographed these telephone booths a million times. Well, maybe not a million. Huh. Vespa. Scooter. They're everywhere. It used to be rare to see a scooter in New York City. And somewhere over the past few years, it just became literally everywhere. And usually the Chinese ones. So I'm making my way back. I don't think I'm going to continue on this crazy walk because I'm freezing my ass off. So getting back to the producer thing. You want to be a hip-hop producer? You better have some charisma. You better have some flavor. You better have some confidence. You better be able to get your prospective artists wound up and excited, because you're going to need that. You're going to need to be a showman, salesman. I don't want people to think I'm totally crazy. No one could really see my camera from what I can tell, or they don't even fucking look at me. But on the rock tip, I mean, you better have... I mean, you need to develop artists on your own if you're a rock producer, and then build a catalog, build something that breaks through, and hopefully have the new sound. This is how crazy I look. Hopefully I can, yeah. Okay, that guy should have beeped his horn or something. I worked with Kanye West. There's a couple of guys that come to mind when I think of someone who could get an artist fired up. And this is before Kanye was, internationally famous. He wasn't even famous. But he could get a room going, get a room excited. Get the artist excited about, honestly, even the simplest beat in the world. The sample with a kick drum. And he would play that thing on 10, meaning all the way up, and jump all around the room and get that artist fired up. Hopefully my grocery store is okay here. We don't know.